Donovan getting another opportunity here. She'll send it over the net. Kaminsky's there. DeFalco with a great bump. Over the top, returned by the Vandals. Lopes off the hands of Idaho. It'll go out of bounds for the Lopes. 5-4 lead off the tip block.
They ran into problems early last game because they could not get the kills over the blocking hands. This time, if they can do it.
Randy Power sends it over. Great dig. Back over the top. It'll fall. And it'll be a point for Idaho.
Kind of exactly what we saw this morning, just each team feeling each other out, switching off points.
Alicia Woodkey over the top. Kavinsky, great setup. Kavinsky right over the net. Back, great block. Fortunately, it goes the way of the Vandals, so 6-5 will be the score in the first set.
Yeah, Adams a good job keeping the hands up there, but the deflection just did not go where she wanted to.
Woodkey again. DeFalco, great set. Back over the top, off the hands. Sent back over the net. Kavinsky spikes it down hard. DCU ties it up 6-6.
Well, she's a real addition to this squad. So much power and precision, and you see it again there. Clara Kavinsky.
Kavinsky with the serve. Back over the top. Popped up by DeFalco. They're going to give it back to her. She's going to spike it down and block. Great defense by the Idaho Vandals. That'll be number 5. That's Haley Mathis getting up there with a great block.
Mathis, 13 blocks. Good for third on the squad. And, of course, with the size, you can see why.
Mathis will serve. Over the top to Kavinsky. They're going to set it up for DeFalco. DeFalco over the hands of Idaho. Idaho will try to send it back down. Lopes are there with a great dig. Keeping the rally going. Boy, great block. Presence at the net, trying to keep it strong off the fingers of DeFalco. DeFalco, great touch over the top, and it'll stay alive for Idaho. They'll try to get the kill. Great block again. Send over the top. Send over the hands. Try to keep the rally going. Ball gets sent over by Kavinsky. Spiked, great dig. Could be popped over the top one more time. The rally continues. DeFalco sent it. Oh, she clips the side of the backcourt. Great job by the Lopes to keep that rally going.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if the Lopes want to win one of the games here and their final, they're going to have to do what they did not last game, and that is find the corners and win the rallies, because those long rallies lead to crucial points.
Ahern will get the serve. She'll send it over the top. Idaho receives. Great dig right over the net. And it is, again, hits the backside of the court, so Idaho will get a point, 8-7. Pretty close game so far. Get some subs for Idaho. Number 10 will come in. That'll be Claire Hobart.
Not much really to be done there by GCU, just a nice shot. Credit where credit is due.
Hobart sends it over the net, and it'll hit the net, point GCU.
How about into the net? Only 9 service errors thus far. That's their 10th.
And you can hear the Havocs getting into it. Serve from Redfield. Idaho with the kill. Over the top to DeFalco, great block, and it'll be a point for Idaho. That's number 6. That's Reese Carmen.
And Carmen really putting it down in successful spots, a 325 percentage.
Ritter sends it over. DeFalco sends it back. Over the top. Kavinsky. Then they go again over the top, and it'll get the back of the net again. So the Lopes working those corners pretty well. 9-9 is the score in the first set.
Like we said, that is going to be huge. That and not making errors says coming in, the Lopes have 4 times as many errors as the Vandals.
DeFalco with the serve. Return from the Vandals. Off the fingers, keeping the ball alive. It'll hit. Idaho, great touch over the net. And it'll go off the hands. GCU with another point. Great job. Timeout by Idaho. We'll stick around. Alex, seeing some really good play right now by Grand Canyon University. They're hitting the corners. They're keeping the presence at the net. What do they have to do to keep this up?
Well, last game against Gonzaga, when they were swept, they went back and forth in the first couple of sets, but then it seemed like fatigue got to them and the opposition was really able to capitalize on that. They're doing the same thing here, executing nicely in the beginning. They're going to have to keep that going late in the set and then in sets 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 if they want to hang around this good Idaho team who is consistent themselves and doesn't make a lot of errors.
About 30 seconds winding down here in this first timeout. Probably definitely what GCU wanted was for Idaho to call an early timeout. They were probably expecting to walk away with this one. They've swept every single team they've played throughout this tournament, and GCU, regardless of the 0-2 record, are looking for a late win.
Well, yeah, like we said, heading to Peoria, Illinois for the Bradley tournament. They'll play Bradley, South Dakota State, among others. And the final tune-up, really, before WAC play starts, and that's really what these tournaments are all about, kind of seeing competition you wouldn't normally see in a tournament setting, and then preparing you for conference play.
DeFalco will start us after that timeout. She'll serve it over the net. Return from Idaho. Over the top, off the fingers of the Lopes blockers. Set. From the top, Ravinsky will serve it into the net, and it'll be a point for the Idaho Vandals. So Kavinsky using her height to try to block that ball, but it just unfortunately doesn't go over the net, it goes directly into it.
Well, and another unfortunate stat. Already 4 attacking errors for the Lopes and none for Idaho. It will come back to bite them if they can't fix it.
Hopin serves it over the net. Return from Kavinsky. Set up by Redfield. Kavinsky with the kill. Blocked away by Idaho. Back over the top of the fingers of the blockers for the Lopes. Again, there it is! That'll be number 2. Hannah Hicks with a great kill. And the Lopes get back up on top, 11-10.
Well, just back and forth for the last 7 or 8 points now. Who's going to be able to get that 2 3-point run?
Dunn serves it too far, and it'll be a point for Idaho.
Service error there. They have 14 thus far this tournament. That being their 14th, I should say. And 11 service aces this tournament.
Donovan serves it over the net. Return from DeFalco. Over the top. Blocked away by Idaho. Great presence at the net there. DeFalco drops one over the top. Served right off the chest of DeFalco, and it'll go out of bounds, so it'll be a point for Idaho.
Well, too powerful there. Good play by DeFalco. Not only does she bring talent, but she brings energy, and much needed energy to this GCU court.
Donovan serves it over, and it's off the hands of Kavinsky. Maybe just didn't read that one too well, so it looks like she just kind of batted it down. So 13-11 will be the score. Donovan ready for the serve.
A misplay here, and 2-point lead can be fatal in a game like this.
Kavinsky to Redfield. Over the top, great block by Idaho. Wilps will get another shot at it. Tips it just right over the net. Idaho keeps the rally going. Over the top, great block by GCU. Again, dropped it right over the top. Beautiful hit. That's going to be number 5, Haley Mathis for Idaho. 14-11 now the score.
I like Powers laying out and giving everything for the pancake, but fortunately just out of her reach. 3-point lead.
Donovan's third serve, serves it way out of bounds. So the Lopes will get a point. 12-14, as the Lopes look to do something here in the early goings of this set. Number 17, that'll be Patrice Pond. Or I'm sorry, number 7, that is Randy Powers. She'll get a chance here. Powers with the serve. Return coming from Idaho. Here's the set, and it's spiked down hard.
That was a thing of beauty right there. Mathis to Torin Crawford. Beautiful set and beautiful finish.
15-12 in the first set. Number 12, Alicia Woodkey will serve. She'll send it over the top. Return from GCU. Over the top is Kavinsky, and it'll be blocked down again by the Vandals. That sort of powerhouse of Crawford and Mathis has been brutal for GCU.
Yeah, well, the Vandals not really too much of an advantage in kills. Actually tied at 10-10, but just execution is a lot better. Keeping the ball up for longer.
Set up by the Lopes. Spike down. It'll keep going. Nice. Blocked right over the top. Lopes trying to get something going. DeFalco to Redkey. Over the top it'll be. Great dig, but it'll go out of bounds. GCU will get the point. Let me clarify here. That'll be a point to Maria Adams.
That all starts with Kayla Straw there, though, on the far side. Punching the arm out just on a wing and a prayer and getting it. Great reaction.
Served by Hagee. Idaho for the kill. They will get it.
That one came with speed.
That was quite a. That one was had a little force behind it for sure.
Indeed.
Sanchez. She'll get it. I'm sorry. Not Sanchez. Got the wrong paper here. Mathis will serve it over the net. GCU returns a spike with a spike. 14-17 in the first set.
That's just what you need, clawing back. Just got to get point by point back to even. Don't worry about the lead yet. Just get back 3 points. That's big in a match like this, in a set like this, especially for the first set.
Emma Ahern will serve it over.
Sets the tone.
Blocked by GCU off the finger, so it'll be a point for the Vandals. 18-14, 4-point lead. We get a substitution for both teams. And it looks like we'll have a timeout. So we will take a break. When we come back, we'll get the rest of this first set going for you. You're watching Lady Volleyball here on GCU TV.
Quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. When they say find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Back here live at GCU Arena where the current score is 18-14. Well, GCU started out pretty strong, but now they're sort of not really falling apart, but starting to fall behind a little bit early. Alex, what do they have to do to get back in this?
Well, just what we said from the beginning. They're going to have to dig deeper to stay with this good Idaho team. We knew what they were getting into coming into it. And how about a .333 hitting percentage already in the first set for Idaho? And they just continue to keep rolling. So GCU's going to need to get a couple uncharacteristical plays and a couple great plays to get back in this thing.
Hobart will start us off with the serve after this first timeout. Served over the top. Return from GCU. DeFalco sends it back over to Hobart. Over the top. And GCU will keep the rally going. Great drop over the top for number 2, Hannah Hicks. And there we go, right after the timeout, the Lopes are able to get a point.
Exactly how you draw it up from head coach Tim Nolan with the timeout and the adjustments made.
Taylor Redfield will serve for GCU as they keep this comeback going in the first set. Set spiked down hard, that'll be number 6. That's Reese Cameron with a great spike. And Idaho starting to pull away a little bit here in this first set. Serve up top, great spike down. Hannah Hicks returns one, right back at him. 19-16 in the first set. Tegan DeFalco will get the serve. Lopes could definitely use a point here. Over the top. Return from Idaho to go out of bounds. Points for the Lopes.
Just
Great
what
ace.
you're looking for. Yep, just what you're looking for. A little run here, and forced an Idaho timeout.
So we'll stick around here for this timeout.
I'm Bianca, I'm a sophomore here at GCU, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much. I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am. If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Back here live at GCU Arena, the current score 19-17 in the first set. And Alex, we just saw a great ace by Tegan DeFalco before that timeout by Idaho. So again, I'll ask you, what do the Lopes have to do to start to come back?
Well, you forced a timeout by the opposition, get them on their heels a little bit, and just do it point by point. It's like I said, it was 4, now it's 2. That's all you can really wish for as an underdog, as GCU is in this match.
And we know Idaho is absolutely the hottest team right now. 3-4 is their record, and 2 of those wins have come in this tournament against Gonzaga and Fordham. And well, we'll get it started here after this timeout. DeFalco. She'll start us off here after the third timeout of the game. DeFalco serves it over the net. Return from the Vandals. Spiked over the top. DeFalco keeps it alive. Redfield serves it over the top. Right into the net is the hit of Tressa Schuler.
Well, if they're going to want to win, another thing to do is find ways to get around those blocking hands. Maybe some fakes and some tempo changes. Because GCU needs to find a way around it.
Open. Will serve it over the net. Redfield will set it up. Drop top over the top is blocked by Idaho. Rally still goes. Served out of bounds. Oh no.
Off
Tip
the
the
hand
fingers.
of a GCU player. Yeah, that's the problem with the size of some of these Idaho players. They're hitting it so hard that even the hands of the GCU blockers can't get it because they're not as tall.
Redfield sets it up. Serve back over from Idaho. They'll keep the rally going. DeFalco hangs on to it. Idaho still threatening. Over the top of DeFalco. She'll take it herself. Off the fingers of the Lopes blockers. Little drop, great dig. Idaho will return. Another great dig by GCU. Great job by Aaron to keep it alive off the fingers of the Lopes, and 22-17 will go the score.
Well, you have to be able to will yourself to get those points, and we will have a timeout on the court, and we'll be right back after this.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Back here live at GCU Arena, the current score 22-17 in the first set. And Alex, we started to see a bit of a comeback when we came back from our first timeout, but now it seems like Idaho's starting to take away with this one.
Well, now the lead 5 for the Vandals, and we just saw a huge rally, incredibly long there. Idaho was able to finish that one with a powerful spike. So it'll be interesting to see if GCU can get some of these points down the road in the second and third sets to try and get some momentum here because Idaho's got a lot of it.
Well, momentum's definitely what the Lopes want as they get ready to go after this timeout. And they'd love to come out of this tournament with at least one win. They're currently 0-2. And a win against Idaho, like we said, one of the better teams in this tournament, would be good. GCU. DeFalco keeps it alive. Redfield over to Schuler, blocked by, again, Harris. Keeping the Mathis, keeping the presence of the net strong for Idaho.
And that's the problems they ran into against Gonzaga as well.
Hoping with the serve. Just over the top of the net, Redfield sets it up. Schuler, drop over the top, it'll fall in for a point. Great drop shot by GCU, and especially number 19, Teresa Schuler.
Yeah, Tressler coming on, didn't play a lot in the Gonzaga game.
Kobe Dunn serves it over the net. Idaho, great spike. Number 7, Torrin Crawford, keeping the Vandals 1 point away from winning the first set.
Yeah, set point here. And gonna need a big run here for GCU.
Donovan will serve it over the net, directly into the net. 19-24, if the Lopes are gonna mount some sort of comeback, now would be the time. Randy Powers will serve. Powers over the net. Great block, but it'll go out of bounds. So the first set will go the way of the Vandals. They score of 25-19 in the first set. Idaho takes the early set lead. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the second set. You're watching GCU Volleyball here on GCU TV.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. I absolutely love sports, playing them and watching them, and I could talk about them all day. GCU has made it possible for me to pursue my passion of becoming a sports broadcaster. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Knowing that I could talk to a professor or a counselor about literally anything that has to do with my academia or even just my personal life was encouraging and exciting to know. The friends and the roommates that I've had in the last 3 years have made my quality of life 1,000 times better. I am a GCU Lope, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back. Start of the second set, I should say. GCU falling to the Vandals in that one, 25-19. And honestly, they looked a little bit overmatched. We'll call it how we see it. They just need to make some adjustments and find a way to morph, to fix, find ways to get around this Idaho defense because they're shutting them down.
Well, the first half of the first set would have told you something different, Alice, because GCU came out, they were hovering around, right around the same score. It was pretty even for a while, but like you said, Idaho found a way to sort of surpass GCU and, you know, take the first set. So we'll see what they can do in the second set.
First set statistics, 15 kills for the Vandals, 16 for the Vandals, 15 for GCU. But the conversion and execution, 356 hit percentage compared to the Lopes 214. And service errors actually in favor of the Lopes. They only have 1 while the Vandals have 3. But another huge factor of this game is net play. And there the Vandals have 4 blocks and the Lopes don't have any yet. So they're going to need to find a way to get their taller girls around the net and put it down the same way Idaho's been doing to them.
Well, Idaho has definitely kept more presence in the net. Their 2 tallest players, Crawford and Mathis, have just been an issue for GCU. And hopefully in this second set, GCU can find a solution to them.
15 seconds to go. Lopes on the court. You know, they're no stranger to being down. Just got to forget about the first set and focus on 2 and 3. You know, if you lose this one, you're putting yourself in a hole. So this is a must-win for the Lopes right here for the outcome of the entire match. Idaho coming onto the court now.
You know what else? I think if GCU can get out to an early lead, maybe they can take this set away and extend this game.
It's all about the early lead and the early starts. I mean, like you said, GCU not really getting off to a hot start the first set, but a consistent, but they went back and forth. They got to be able to get the 4 or 5 point runs and go up by 5 and then keep it like that. Now a serve, Clarie Hobart. And this will get the second set going for the Vandals.
Great effort.
Diving on the far side. Good effort there by Redfield, but the Vandals get the first point. Now Hobart is going to serve again. Reception there, now up. Powers trying to finish that one. Set there for the leading kill for the Vandals, no go, and they'll give it to her again. This time, she will get it to drop. Sarah Sharp, averaging about 3.5 kills a set. That was a nice finish.
Yeah, great job by Sharp to find where the Lopes weren't. There's a big hole right in the middle there, and she was able to drop that ball right in.
Steve there in the back now. A set and a nice little poke there by Tegan DeFalco. She has brought so much to this team this whole tournament.
Yeah, DeFalco has been absolutely one of the best players on this team, and she's showing it right there.
And up. Now to the far side. A good attempt by Mathis. This will be Powers. Powers too much on it. On the set from Emma Ahern.
Would you say that Powers had a little bit too much power on that hit?
Indeed, as it was 3 or 4 balls length off the end line. Serve attempt from Ryder. And Ryder! It's the same thing right back. And she'll come off for the Vandals. Alicia Woodkey comes on. Also Hannah Hicks comes off. And Kobe Dunn comes on for the Lopes. Dunn to serve. Mathis set there.
Right off the fingers.
Reese Carmen finishes that one.
Just barely missing off the fingers of Powers.
Hopin will serve here. And a good reception. Slammed down by Powers on the far side. Up again by Hobart, and there's the kill leader once more. They'll give it to her again. And now we're seeing a little bit of rally here. The longest we've seen this entire set. Sharp again. Finishes. No surprise there, Sarah Sharp.
Well, there's a reason she's leading this team in kills, and you can see why. She's got a great anticipation for the ball, and she's able to find the open spots and get as many points as possible.
Towers over a lot of them. Hoping to serve. Carpenter to set. And they will come on, and it will be the point for Tressa Schuler, who's seeing the most action she's seen all tournament. The Jackrabbit will serve here. Heidi Carpenter for the Lopes. 5-3. There's the serve. It's received by Ryder and slammed down again by Sharp. The 5th kill thus far.
Lopes has got to find a way to get the momentum back in their favor. But it's very hard when Sharp is on her game.
Maura Donovan, the specialist, serves here. DeFalco, and now Schuler right into the net. Not a bad set, and just a miss hit there by Schuler.
Maybe just jumped a little early on that one.
Trying to get too much on it as a result. Botched it. Donovan serves again. Just off the top of the net, and a diving Adams can't get to it.
It seems like this second set is just really not going the way of the Lopes.
Well, Idaho definitely gained momentum towards the end of that set there, and we're seeing it here. Donovan serves it again. Schuler keeps it up. Carpenter set it for Adams. Adams into the net, and a net violation and a 9-3 lead. They'll triple up the Lopes.
Yeah, definitely needed a timeout here for the Lopes.
Absolutely, and we will be right back with you from GCU Arena.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty and student advisors. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Unfortunately for the Lopes, exactly what we said they did not need, and that was get off to a slow start. The Vandals haven't really come out swinging, and boy, are they looking good.
Yeah, it seems like the Lopes are just finding everything but what they don't need to find. They're finding the net, the ball's dropping where they're not supposed to be. It's been very hard for the Lopes to score points early on.
And you got to let go of the nerves and just play, it's the final game of the tournament. You're heading to Illinois soon. You just got to have some fun here as we get ready for a serve. It'll be Maura Donovan on the far side. Schuler keeps it up. Carpenter sets, and Schuler back down, but makes diving attempt there by Hopen. Another great effort play by Mathis to keep it up. DeFalco set there by Carpenter and slammed down by Adams, able to get it down.
Great job of the Lopes to find the back of the court. Hopefully this is the momentum shift they can get. They're only down 5. It's not too far away from them just yet.
Right, exactly, and you got to prevent it from going too far away, just like you said. Schuler serves. Just barely tapped over, and a nice play by Straw. And the blocking hands up, jumped a little bit early. Able to get it over. Mathis, and set. And a slam down for Kayla Straw. 77 kills for her. 5 tonight.
It seems like it's been Kayla Straw and Sarah Sharp that's just been literally killing this team. 10-4 now the score.
Indeed, the Lopes find themselves on the short end of the stick there, and again, Straw just overmatches at the net. Nothing doing for the Lopes, and it's 11-4. You let this lead get to double digits, and you've really hurt yourself. Woodkey, a jumping serve, nice little hop into it, and Adams trying to get that one up. Carmen set there for Straw, and the ball will fall. Kayla Straw, 4 in a row, and they have tripled up on the Lopes again.
Yeah, just barely clips the side of Redfield's hands, and unfortunately doesn't fall the way the Lopes want.
Woodkey serves again, just off the top of the net. And this was DeFalco with a good job keeping that one up by Hopen. Straw trying for 5 in a row, not so. And this one is slammed down. Kayla Redfield, I believe, on the set.
Powers with the finish, or Adams with the finish.
Adams with the finish, that's right. Adams with the finish, and now 12-5, so it's 7. And Ahern will serve. Carmen, good job, quick work by the Lopes getting that one over, and the network of Ryder and Mathis have done it again. Substitution as Carmen comes on, Hopen comes off, but the 5th block for Idaho, 0 still for the Lopes. Redfield, Hicks, not tracking back towards the bench and couldn't get to it, so a GCU point. It's 13-6.
Lopes got to find a way to get points here.
Make this 1 point into 2 and then more. So kept up by Mathis, and it is put home by Kayla Straw. 5 kills this set, and looking for a timeout here maybe soon if you're GCU.
It's starting to get a little concerning for sure, and the Lopes got to try to mount some sort of comeback because it's starting to slip away.
Hobart served that one, and Hicks is able to get that one down, but a nice job of reaction time to keep that one up by Sarah Sharp. What a player she is. And just over the hands of Sharp and Ryder, so this time able to prevail.
Great job by Ryder to
seen
get
that
it
much
right
today.
over the top of their 2 tallest players.
Haven't seen that much at all today. DeFalco will serve. Make that air right there over the net, and they're doubled up. 15-7, I should say, from 14-7, but the Vandals really starting to pull away. And that one tapped down. Torrin Crawford and Haley Mathis on that far side extend the lead to 9, and now with the serve from Ryder, looking to make it a double-digit lead. And nice play there, Torrin Crawford.
Yeah, they'll get you started somewhere.
Seems to be a little bit more experience on the side of the Vandals. The Lopes looked a little bit fatigued. Here's a serve by Kobe Dunn. Far side, good job keeping that up by DeFalco, and slammed right back down. Torrin Crawford.
Carmen, Crawford, and Sharp have just been terrible for GCU. Their height is definitely a huge advantage against our more shorter players, and it's pretty obvious now.
We'll be right back for the conclusion of this second set right after this.
Founded on the belief that the entrepreneurial dream is an engine that drives innovation forward in a global marketplace, the Colangelo College of Business educates and develops values-driven business leaders. Our graduates exemplify the principles of servant leadership and entrepreneurship. GCU's strong Christian identity informs the education you receive, integrating our Christian values with the business curriculum. The college features more than 25 programs from the bachelor through the master's level, catering to traditional, evening, and online students. These programs serve a diverse set of aspiring business professionals who not only learn in the classroom, but gain real-world experience operating actual businesses. Our students also receive unique access to Jerry Colangelo's legendary experience, leadership, and connections throughout the business world. Find out more at gcu.edu/business.
Welcome back inside GCU Arena, and a 17-8 Vandals lead. They've been rolling through this tournament, and they continue to do so against the Lopes in the second set, looking for their third sweep of this tournament, and that would really be impressive. They look great tonight. Hopin serves it up, and we're back underway. Off the timeout, Adams gets the point, just what you needed.
Seems like every time we've come back from a commercial, the Lopes have managed to score a point, but that's about it.
I was going to say, you got to do it to break the runs, as Randall Powers will serve. Mathis, Sharp, Powers now, and Horton. Too much on it. Melody Horton's checked in for one of the first times today. Only 3 total attempts as Hobart comes off and Sharp comes off. Coming on, Maura Donovan. 18-9, the Lopes looking to keep that deficit at 1, or I should say single digits, not double digits, and slammed down. Melody Horton able to get over the net elevate and put it down on the hardwood for the Lopes.
Hopefully this can get something going, as this is the second or third time they've been able to get it over the sort of towering defensive zone that the Idaho Vandals have.
It's been a tough task all night. And now the serve. There on the near side, it's Kayla Straw. Kill number 9. And Woodkey will serve it. 19-10. There's Redfield. DeFalco again can't get it over the hands. Kept up again. And we have a net violation on the side of the Vandals.
Hey, Javon! Hey, Javon! Do you like my skirt? Javon!
Hopefully GCU can start to get some more points here. 19-11 in the second set.
Ahern, a set there, and now here's Straw, and she does. Almost guaranteed from Kayla Straw. Put it at 10 kills for her. And we still have another set. 20-11. Deficit still at 9, at least not letting it get to 10. Horton. Kept up there now, Carmen. And flying in on the far side was Hobart. And this one put down for the Lopes. Just what they needed was a point there.
I want to say that I'm hoping they can mount a comeback, but 20-12 is not giving me a lot of hope.
Well, and the Vandals are just playing solid and consistent. GCU is not.
The defense has been absolutely incredible for the Vandals.
Relentless defense, I was going to say, for the Vandals. Keeping plays alive that we haven't seen alive all tournament. And just able to finish like that. I mean, how do you grace the line like that from Kayla Straw?
Precision. That's all I can say about that one. And probably a lot of luck.
21-12. 4 away from the third and final set. Hobart ready to serve it. And it's off. DeFalco keeps it up. And now a kill attempt, but unable to get it over the GCU hands. It's Reese Carmen. I should say, unable to get it over Reese Carmen's hands.
And GCU this time gives Idaho a little taste of their own medicine with that great block by Hannah Hicks.
And Tegan DeFalco there on the help. Mathis set for Sharp, and that's unable to get over.
Great block by Randy Powers there.
Timeout on the court, and we will join you right back on the court after this short break.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/CSET.
Barring a miracle, this one is in the bag, and GCU has got to focus on the third set and trying not to get swept. Idaho on the other end looking to sweep again and continue an impressive streak.
Yeah, GCU does not want to walk away from their own tournament 0-2, and right now 21-14, not giving me a lot of hope.
Falco serves, Sharp, near side, it's in. Wow. Sarah Sharp off the timeout, and that's the first time that the Lopes haven't responded themselves off a timeout. And sent over. Mathis to Sharp. All night we've seen that. And a diving Javon Reiter, unable to get that one towards the back line. And the lead is 7 for the Vandals.
Great job by Hannah Hicks to get it right in the back of the court where Idaho was unable to get it.
Kept up Mathis, not this time to Sharp, but they went to Crawford and I should say Carmen, and it works just as well. Flying in, spiking it down, and putting themselves 2 away from going 2-0.
Well, Alex, it helps a whole lot when you're one of the taller players on the court for both teams.
There's the set there by Redfield. Mathis, Sharp. Good job keeping it up at least. And now Redfield again. Powers, little tapper. Good hustle play there on the Vandal side. Sharp now slams it down. And we have a set point at 24-15. Idaho's going to win this one, force a set 3.
You know that Idaho does a potato drop on New Year's Eve?
And the serve here, this may finish it off. Redfield keeps it up, and it's over. The Vandals win this one 25-15. And this one looked even better and more complete than last one. GCU was overpowered again, and this one even more so than Seminole.
That's right, overpowered is an understatement. They have been running into an absolute wall. 3 players for Idaho who are, I'm pretty sure their tallest players, have been everything. I mean, they've just been an issue. I have no words for it. Mathis, Carmen, Sharp, there's probably other players, but it has just been an absolute nightmare for GCU to get it over the net and try to get any points.
Don't forget about Kayla Straw, leads this team in kills right now with 11 and a .478 hitting percentage. Well, men's soccer had their first home game this week. How about we take a look at the soccer season and a preview of that.
People don't realize what a home field advantage you have when you have a home field advantage. We've been places before where the opponents don't have anybody in the crowd and it becomes an even game. So to have that kind of support, it just brings the best out of the players. It brings accountability to the players, the responsibility of performing well. To have Seattle University in Utah Valley on our field gives us a little bit of an edge. Playing at home is a little bit easier for us. Also UNLV, you know, they're the team that ended up winning the WAC conference last year and went to the NCAA tournament, and they won the first round. So that says a little bit about the WAC strengths. So we have all 3 of those teams at home. Amir was a fantastic player for us. In fact, he was one of the top players on the MLS recruiting list. And he got hurt the first game of the year against Central Florida. We decided that the best thing for Amir was to have a good season, not just the final week. So we were able to have Amir back. In fact, our back 4, if we go with Amir, Kadeem, Aiden, and Jordan, all those players are seniors, and they all were starters for us last year.
All the way across. Goal, GCU! Fabian Herman!
We're a different team already this year than we were last year. Not only do we have 11 solid players, we have probably 16 solid players. This is something that coaches always worry about. You can have a good team, and you got a great starting lineup, but injuries, carded players, players not healthy, and what you need is depth, and we have depth for the first time.
Welcome back, everybody, and of course, Alex, it's going to be an exciting soccer season this year. GCU was able to find an early win against Evansville, I think 2 nights ago, a 1-0 win, and hopefully they can continue it throughout the rest of the season.
That was a fun game to watch against the Evansville Purple Aces. A goal by Nikki Jackson in the 75th minute, and an electrifying GCU stadium to give the Lopes the first one there. They take on the University of the Pacific in California tomorrow night, so the Lopes in action there.
Hopefully GCU can get another win, but of course soccer isn't the only thing. Another big weekend at the Effington Theater as they close the performance of The Good Doctor. GCU TV's own Ashley Romantic was there to catch up with the cast. Take a look.
This is Ashley Romantic with GCU TV, and today I am here at Effington Theater to talk with some of the cast and crew of GCU's latest theatrical production, The Good Doctor. What is The Good Doctor about?
The Good Doctor is about this writer who is having writer's block, and he can't think of a single idea until the audience comes in, and bam, he has an idea for his short story. And all the different characters that we play are the different ideas that he has that are springing to his head. So each little vignette is a totally different time and totally different place and totally different characters, all strung together by his internal thoughts.
It is better described as a show of shows. Neil Simon based it out of Anton Chekhov's mind. It's essentially short stories that are compiled into one play, little insights into the mind of Anton Chekhov.
Very interesting. So what role do you play?
I'm the narrator / the writer.
So my first role is the lady of the house, basically, and my second role is I'm actually playing a lady of the night.
The Good Doctor is still playing September 8th through the 10th. Make sure to grab a ticket because it's a show you don't want to miss.
Welcome back, and of course, Alex, sports isn't the only thing that we focus on here at GCU, and it looks like The Good Doctor is going to be a lot of fun.
The performances always seem to be sold out at Effington Theaters. You can see why. Always such good content and great actors.
And of course, you can see The Good Doctor tonight after the game, or even tomorrow for a couple performances. You can get your tickets at the Effington Theater, or you can email them at effington@gcu.edu. So we are still about 4 minutes away till the end of halftime. And Alex, it's been a bit of a tough climb right now. 2-0, Idaho leads this game so far. They're looking for another win, and whereas GCU is looking for their one and only win of their own host tournament. If you were to give me quickly one thing GCU needs to change to kind of get back into this game, what is it?
I think it's consistency. They just got to be consistent and stop making the errors.
Well, we'll see if they can. We'll be back with the third set right after this.
Hi, I'm Bethany. I'm a junior here at GCU. Students are making a huge impact on the Valley just through painting the Valley purple. It really means a lot to people in Phoenix to hear that somebody's from GCU. It almost gives you like credentials because they know that you're a good kid and that you're gonna go far. I definitely think GCU is preparing me for my future and teaching students and being a difference maker in the lives of other people.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. GCU's College of Theology serves the church by preparing students for a career in ministry and to share the gospel as a Christian leader. We reach a broad array of like-minded churches and Christian organizations to embrace various denominations and celebrate the unity we all have in Jesus Christ. At GCU, aspiring ministers and Christian leaders receive deeply focused theological training that is grounded in biblical truth. Students may choose from a variety of theological, transformative degree programs with real-world relevance, including Christian Studies and the Master of Divinity. Our recently launched Center for Worship Arts develops new talent in worship leadership, performance, and production. Whether learning on campus or online, our bachelor's and master's students graduate from the College of Theology fully equipped to minister and live the message they teach and preach. The mission of our college is to educate students to effectively communicate the gospel, faithfully serve the church, and minister with integrity at home and abroad. Find your purpose in ministry and Christian leadership at gcu.edu/COT. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, it's not going the way of the Lopes right now. The Idaho Vandals lead 2-0 in the first 2 sets, and hopefully, Alex, GCU can get something going here. They have had every single stopping gap so far of the three-headed monster that is Carmen, Mathis, and Sharp. They've been unable to score really any points unless it's come after a timeout, and they got one more set to try to make something happen.
Yeah, they got one more set, and they got to make it happen here. And they got to come out and take the lead. And they got to be consistent.
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, we got about a minute left to go at halftime. And, well, Alex, if you were to give me sort of 1 or 2 things that the Lopes need to do to get back into this game, to take back a few sets, and hopefully take this thing all the way back to a tie, maybe 2 sets each, and maybe hopefully get a win. What is it? I mean, it seems like nothing has been working for them. They have yet to get a win. They're playing against a team that swept almost every team they play, and it's looking like they might do it again. So what is it, Alex, that we need to do to make a change?
Well, they have to hope that Idaho comes out poorly. You know, Idaho's just overmatching them. Too much power for them. So you got to hope that Idaho slips up, because that's really going to be the only way you come back. Just a young team. So you're going to have to take your lumps and just do that.
Well, I'll tell you the one thing that Idaho doesn't have is the Havocs. You can see one Havoc behind us. Definitely having a lot of fun. And, well, I mean, we got to get something going here now, and if we're going to get anything going, it's got to happen soon as we get going for the second half of this game, and hopefully it'll lead to a Lopes win.
What other school do you see supporting their team on a Saturday night like GCU, and a volleyball nonetheless? Of course, the GCU arena helps, but look at this behind us. Unbelievable.
So let's get back down the court for the third set, and hopefully a comeback for GCU.
Come on, take us off.
And here we go. Like we said, the Lopes got to get something going here. Their own invitational, they have yet to get a win, and they're playing against a team that has yet to lose. Fans are on their feet, trying to get something going. Starting us off for the serve will be number 1, Kaylin Redfield. Redfield with a serve returned by Idaho. Over the top, it's blocked by GCU, early point for the Lopes. Great job by DeFalco, getting up and putting a point over number 6, Reese Carmen, who's been an absolute issue for GCU. Redfield's second serve.
Hope they don't get too overconfident here.
Redfield sets it up. Over the top, it'll find the back of the court for another point. So GCU takes over 2-0 in this third set. Great job by Randy Powers to send that one right over the top. Redfield, third serve. Mathis sets it up, great block by GCU, but Idaho will take over. Sharp serves it back over. Redfield with the setup to DeFalco. DeFalco spikes it off the hands. Right off the hands of Carmen for another point for the Lopes. Great setup by Redfield, and finally looks like the Lopes are starting to break through this wall as Redfield gets ready for the fourth serve.
It's just the start we had talked about for the Lopes.
Carmen blocked again by GCU. 4-0 GCU, and they come out with a little bit of fire in this second half. Again, Teresa DeFalco giving Idaho a little bit of their own medicine. Redfield, fifth serve. She'll send it over the top. Idaho, the set. They'll strike it over the top, return by GCU. Redfield keep it alive. Back to DeFalco, over the top, hands of Carmen. Idaho keeps the rally going. They'll serve it back over. Powers sets it up to Redfield. Redfield sets it up, and it'll be sent over the net. Rally continues. Great dig by the Lopes. Powers sends it back over the side, and the Lopes get another point. 5-0 early lead for the Lopes, and Idaho will take a timeout. And we will do the same. We'll be right back with this third set on GCU TV.
I'm Dominique. I'm a student here at Grand Canyon University studying hospitality management. My hospitality courses here are giving me a high-quality education from professors that I know have been successful. Being able to work while I'm in school has enriched my college experience. I feel like I know where I'm going and what I want to do. When they say find your purpose, they mean it.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Quick start for the Lopes, 5-0 lead in this third set. And Alex, I think we're seeing a team that's got a lot of fire, got a lot of passion, and they're ready to go here in the third set.
Well, they've really let it go and not really cared about the pressure anymore. They're just out here having fun in the third set. Nothing really to lose, everything to play for, so it's good to see.
It'd be nice to see the Lopes be able to extend this game. They're currently down 2-0 against a team that has yet to lose in their own tournament. And hopefully GCU can make something of this real quick. 6 seconds remain in the rest of this timeout. And Alex, of course, the last 2 sets, it seems like the Lopes have been able to score after every timeout. And Haley Redfield will get us started down at the court.
Kayla Redfield ready to go for the serve, and that's what they've thrived on, is this good start with serves.
Great spike by Carmen. And Idaho this time will get the serve, get the point off the timeout.
The opposite of what we've seen and been used to.
Devon Ryder serves it over the top. Set by Redfield. DeFalco with the kill over the top of the hands of Carmen. Carmen again sends it back over the top. Lopes keep the rally alive. DeFalco sends it over. Mathis with a set to Sharp. Again, GCU keeping the ball alive. It'll tip over the top, and Idaho will get the point.
It's a nice looking play right there by Idaho.
Very easy tip of the hands there for Sharp, as it didn't take much to get that one over the net. Ryder will keep the serve going. Redfield over the top to Powers. Powers hits it right to an Idaho defender. Served it over, out of bounds. GCU up 6-2 early in this third set. DeFalco. She'll start us off.
Now the Vandals making the errors and GCU playing air free.
DeFalco serves it over the top. Idaho with the return. Sharp sends it, and she just barely got the back of the court. So it'll be a point for Idaho, 6-3 in the third set. We get some substitutions. Carmen will come out. Coming in will be Delaney Hopen, and she'll get the serve. Hopen serves it over the net. Return from GCU. Redfield sets it up. Great job by GCU. They'll get a point right back. Hannah Hicks. Great return there by GCU, and the streak continues.
Ball going too fast for Idaho to get that one, keep that one up in the air.
Dunn serves it over the top. Mathis with a serve. The set. Dug out by DeFalco. Rally keeps going. A little bit of miscommunication, but the Lopes still were able to get it over, and right there. Sharp again, using her height and her strength to get that ball right over the net, and another point for Idaho.
9 kills now. She trails only Kayla Straw.
Thanks, Ref. Hashtag Deflategate.
Of course, you can hear the Havocs literally right behind us.
That's wifey right there.
Number 18. That'll be Donovan with the serve.
She comes up.
Donovan.
2 aces thus far.
Right into the net.
And now 2 errors.
So another error for Idaho, and GCU taking advantage up by 4 early in this third set. Over the top. It'll go the Lopes' way again. 9-4 in the third set.
Well, everything going right, but they need to go right. And you just got to continue to keep the pressure on.
Powers serves it over the net. Out of bounds. 10-4, GCU starting to try to pull away here. Randy Powers will get another opportunity.
It's starting to look like the last set where Idaho dominated.
Powers over the net. Service error, it'll go out of bounds. So Idaho will try to get something going here, 5-10. Serve will go to number 12, Alicia Woodkey.
Be nice to keep this lead at about 4 or 5 instead of 1 to 2.
Woodkey over to the net. Jousting at the net. It'll fall the way of Idaho. 6-10 goes the score in the third set.
Let's go, Tegan!
And Woodkey will get another opportunity here. Over the top to Tardy, she will send it too far back, and it'll be another point for Idaho.
Okay, 10-7 now. Now it's getting a little bit close. You want to get a couple points and keep this lead going. You don't want to let this lead go back to 10-9 because then you've blown everything you've done.
Woodkey with the serve. Again, just running into an absolute brick wall. Idaho starting to mount a little bit of a comeback. What was 10-5 is now 10-8. And Woodkey will get another opportunity. Here's the return. Tardy is able to get a point for the Lopes. 11-8 now for GCU in the third set.
Looks like some net contact right there. No, just out of the antenna.
So Tardy will get the serve after getting the point. She'll serve it over the top. Woodkey will set it up. Mathis spiked off the hands of GCU. It'll be another point for the Vandals. 9-11 is the score. And now Mathis will get the serve. Mathis over the net. Return from the Lopes. Great job right over the top. Heidi Carpenter. 12-9 as she just beautifully pops it right over the big three of Idaho for another point. 12-9 in the third set.
Smart play and a change up of tempo. That's why that works so well right there.
Emma Ahern sends it over the top. Mathis with the set. Carmen sends it right over the net off the hands of the GCU defenders. 10-12 now. And Alex, they are starting to creep back in.
Yeah, they're getting there closely, aren't they? Slowly but surely, and GCU's got to hope to stave them off long enough to force a fourth set.
Hobart with the serve. Return from the Lopes. Carpenter sets it up. Right over the top, it'll go out of bounds. And Idaho 11-12.
Well, from a 5-point lead to a 1-point lead, now it's consistency comes into question.
Carpenter sets it up to DeFalco, off the hands of Sharp. Mathis sets it up to Carmen, she'll spike it in, tie game.
All the way back, Idaho has come storming, tied at 12s.
Carpenter, she'll get another opportunity here.
Redfield on, Carpenter off.
Here's the serve for DeFalco. Oh, it's right into the hands of Carmen. Mathis with the setup. Carmen spikes it again off the hands of GCU, and now what looked like a lead, a nice heavy lead for GCU, has become a 1-point lead for the Idaho Vandals. And Alex, this is the reason why they're undefeated. They don't like to lose.
Well, it's just too bad to see for GCU.
DeFalco gets another opportunity.
They were so close, and then just Idaho has just transformed into a different team.
That Mathis to Sharp combination has been deadly. As Carpenter gets a kill, and there is a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout ourselves. When we come back, hopefully the Lopes can mount a comeback here in the third set. You're watching women's volleyball on GCU TV.
Bianca, I'm a sophomore here at GCU, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. Arizona is completely different from Italy, but that's why I love it so much. I feel honored to be here at GCU. I feel like they truly care about who I am. If you're passionate and if you work hard, you can do it, and GCU is here to support you. I will be able to apply my knowledge and make a difference immediately.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Well, Alex, when we began the third set, it looked like GCU was going to sort of walk away with it, but again, Idaho's starting to mount comebacks, and now they're up 2.
How about a 5-point run for Idaho? They've come all the way storming back from down 6. Something that GCU wasn't really able to do, keep their composure and fight back, and now it seems like this one's all Idaho.
Well, it's been the combination of Mathis and Sharp getting as many kills and more points for Idaho as they can, which is one of the bigger reasons why they are not only leading the game, but leading this current set. So Idaho will take over as we get you back down on the court after this timeout. That'll be Hobart, return from GCU. Redfield over the top. Idaho with the set. Sharp back off the hands of GCU. It'll be another point for Idaho, 15-12. Great return by Hicks, but of course that three-headed monster is just too much for GCU.
And everything falling the way of Idaho right now. All the bounces and the ricochets.
Hobart with the serve. Return from DeFalco, set up by Redfield. DeFalco will get it back, pop it right over the top for a point. Teresa DeFalco keeping the Lopes in at 13-15. And she just barely, not even barely, she just pops it into the correct area where those two girls aren't.
Oh, just what you need, fighting back for a point. 15-13, and it's a start.
Redfield with the serve. Hobart to Sharp. Sharp drops it over the top. GCU. Hicks with a point! GCU trying to stay in it as much as possible. 14-15 in the third set. Just right over the top for Hicks into that no man's zone for Idaho. Redfield.
Not close to being over yet, but GCU's needing to keep this.
Powers blocked away again by number 14, Devontae Ritter. And it seems like when the Lopes get close, Idaho somehow manages to pull it away. 16-14, Ritter will serve. Ritter straight into the net. DeFalco will serve. 16-15, Idaho leads in the third set. Return from Idaho. Mathis to Sharp. Over the top. DeFalco's there. Redfield to Hicks. Great job by Hobart. Mathis to Sharp. DeFalco keeping it alive. Rally strong. Over the top, it'll fall. Oh. And a great job by Idaho. Great take by DeFalco. Still over the top for a point for GCU. Tie game. 16-16 in the third set. A beautiful drop shot by Natalie Tardy. And GCU staying in it. DeFalco, the serve. Service error, and Idaho again starting to pull away.
In a game like this, a 1-point lead is huge, and errors like that can't happen.
Hoping with the serve. Tardy is there. Redfield with the set. Hicks sends it down, but Idaho's there. Mathis over the top to DeFalco, and it will be a point for GCU. 17-17 is the score in the third set. GCU gets some subs in. Patrice Pond will step in, along with Kobe Dunn. Mathis with the set. Sharp with a kill. They got someone there. Redfield to Powers. Hobart keeping it alive. DeFalco, Redfield, it's right over the top. Keeping it alive, it'll go out of bounds. GCU gets the lead back. 18-17. as that one barely catches over the net.
Timeout call on the court. We'll take one with you. We'll be right back.
At GCU, earning your degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. To find your purpose, it takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience in delivering real-world degree programs online. GCU's online class size averages fewer than 17 students with full-time faculty. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview. Welcome to the family. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University online.
Welcome back to the timeout. It would look like, Alex, in the beginning of this game, GCU was going to walk away with it. Idaho manages to come back, and now it's GCU with the comeback, 18-17 in this third set. And Alex, what do the Lopes have to do to keep this lead?
Well, how about that? I mean, the Lopes looked like they had the lead, and then Idaho came back, and this place kind of fully deflated, and now they've regained the lead, and every point is essential to this match, and everyone is so loud, so they got to take each point and run with the momentum. The crowd, they got to use that to their advantage here and hope to force a set forward.
Well, hopefully GCU will manage to get to that set 4. Right now, they're only down by 1. Great play by Teresa DeFalco early on, and the Lopes are trying to manage ways around that big 3 of Idaho. So Dunn will serve. Mathis to Sharp, spikes it down. Tie game again, 18-18. So as we look at a Lopes lead dwindle away, as we come back from that timeout, hopefully they can get something going here. Donovan with the serve. Tardy sets it up to Redfield. Redfield back to Tardy. She'll spike it out of bounds. So Idaho 19-18.
Let's see if Idaho can take that and run.
Tardy to Redfield. Redfield to Powers. Off the hands of Idaho, but they keep it alive. Mathis. Drop top over this, just barely over the net. Kayla Straw, 20-18. Lopes now down by 2. If they're going to mount a comeback, they got to do it now. As Donovan will serve after they get the sweat off the court. Havoc's getting fired up. GCU needs it.
They do need it, and they need it also for Idaho to slow down, feeling good about themselves after 2 points.
Tardy sets it up to Redfield. Redfield back to Tardy. Mathis with the set. Great dig, but it'll go out of bounds, 21-18. Great hustle by the Lopes, but it just, again, going the wrong way.
Well, that's an unfortunate deflection. And now 3-point lead.
Serves directly into the net for Donovan, 19-21 GCU.
Couldn't ask for an easier point than that. How about giving to him right into the net?
Hopefully this will start a momentum shift as Powers will serve. Powers over the top. Out of bounds, service error. This is definitely not what GCU wants.
Can't give it right back to him.
Exactly, 22-19. Woodkey will get the serve for Idaho, as they are 3 points away from a clean sweep of every team they've ever played in this tournament. Woodkey with the serve. Over the top, Tardy's there. She'll send it to Redfield. Redfield dropped over the top, and Idaho's there. Mathis with the return. Great dig. Redfield keeps it alive to Tardy. Tardy over the top. Rally still goes for Idaho.
Too far back.
DeFalco to Redfield. Finds the back of the net. 20-22 GCU. Great job by Carpenter to find the back of the court. As Tardy will serve now. 2-point deficit for GCU. They need some points now. Tardy with the serve. Mathis with the set.
Who can make the least mistakes.
Off the hands of GCU, and you just said it, least mistakes, and one just happens. Off the fingertips of GCU, and they are now 2 points away from a sweep.
Well, how about 18 attacking errors for the Lopes? 6 for the Vandals.
Mathis will serve. DeFalco returns it. Mathis keeps it alive. Carmen tries to go soft. GCU's there. Tardy. She'll go back to it. Mathis with the set. And GCU manages to keep it alive. Back over the top, and the rally continues. Carmen finds the middle of the court. 24-20, and we are now at match point.
Match point is right. And a timeout is called, and we'll join you for the last point here of this game.
I'm Dewey, a student here at GCU studying communications. My dad graduated from GCU in 2009, and he is definitely bleeding purple. He loves GCU to the max. Me choosing to follow in his footsteps was the best idea I could have chosen. I absolutely love sports, playing them and watching them, and I could talk about them all day. GCU has made it possible for me to pursue my passion of becoming a sports broadcaster. The program they had here and the direction it could take me was exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Knowing that I could talk to a professor or a counselor about literally anything that has to do with my academia or even just my personal life was encouraging and exciting to know. The friends and the roommates that I've had in the last 3 years have made my quality of life 1,000 times better. I am a GCU local, and I will forever always be one.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
24-20 is the current score as GCU looking to try to mount something, maybe a comeback. They are 1 point away from getting swept, and Idaho having a clean sweep of every team they've played so far this GCU Invitational. Mathis.
They have looked amazing this tournament, and their players have deserved this.
Mathis with a serve. Over the top. Lopes trying to keep it alive. Serve. That'll do it. So with that, Idaho will walk away with a clean sweep of every team they've played so far. Alex, it's tough to lose at home, and it's even tougher to get swept in your own invitational, but GCU will wipe this one away. They'll get obviously more opportunities in the future. The season is still very, very young for this very talented team, but this one definitely hurts.
You've absolutely got to prep for WAC play coming up. One more tournament for GCU. They don't have any time to mope about this one. They got to get ready to go because it starts to get real here pretty soon.
Yeah, the final score 25-20, and of course you can catch the next volleyball home game September 28th. And don't miss next Thursday. We've got a soccer doubleheader, and the 14th we've got a women's doubleheader for soccer. Both games starting at 7 o'clock. Tough loss for GCU. Idaho with a clean sweep here at the Invitational. Thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCUTV. For the entire GCU TV crew, for Alex Larson, I am Phil Catafmo. Have a great night, and as always, go Lopes.